To further ease the burden of the current socio-economic conditions on Nigerians, the federal government is concluding work on the 2020 Finance Bill, which will support the implementation of the 2021 budget. The bill has now been approved by the Federal Executive Council and transmitted to the National Assembly for passage. This was one of the decisions reached during the weekly FEC meeting on Wednesday. Oyin Adikule completes the story.
This week, the Federal Cabinet is meeting again to discuss various agendas in the country's economic and socio-political space. The Minister of Finance, in a briefing after the meeting, explained that the government is proposing the 2020 Finance Bill to ease tax burden on Nigerians and particularly small and medium businesses.
These amendments include providing fiscal relief for corporate taxpayers, for instance, by reducing the applicable minimum tax rate for 2 consecutive years. We also make provision to provide an incentive for mass transit by reducing the import duties and the levies for large tractors, for buses and other motor vehicles. The reason for us is to reduce the cost of transportation, which is a major driver of inflation, especially food inflation.
Council also received a report from the Ministry of Works and Housing on the progress of various interventions across the country.
A total of 3,926 housing units across 36 states, out of which 1,786 has been completed and 2,140 are still in various stages of completion. The other area of report was with respect to partnerships with private sector, where government is contributing through budget to get private sector to build. A total of 2,480 housing units under this type of partnership are at different stages of completion.
The Minister of Health also allayed fears over reported cases of strange illnesses in some states.
There was an outbreak that started in Delta and then was found in Enugu and then in 2 other states, total 4 states. And the analysis that has been done so far shows that it is yellow fever. So the response has been going on from CDC. Vaccination is going on rapidly in all those areas. A few days ago, there was also a report from a member of the National Assembly who said that in his constituency there were unexplained illnesses and deaths. And that alarm also immediately triggered the response. NCDC, Nigeria Center for Disease Control, has been instructed, directed to go and carrying out investigation as we speak. They have to collect samples, do tests, and do some laboratory investigations before we are sure exactly what it is and what the cause is.
Some other ministers also presented reports from visits to their respective states on behalf of the president on engagements over the outcome of the #EndSARS protests that engulfed several parts of the nation. Adikule, TV360, Abuja.